Hi guys. Yep, we're jumping on this bandwagon. It's been a while doing a movie review like this. But just forgive me. It's been a long time, I know, just hanging in there, okay? Today's movie review, which I'm kind of late reviewing this movie, but whatever. It's Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. Or you can just call it Goosebumps 2, since it's now out on DVD and Blu-ray when it's titled like that for some reason. Because of... just don't know what's wrong with you, Sony. We're just gonna review this bad boy. And I'm gonna tell you my thoughts and my opinion about this movie. Like, who directed this movie? Ari Sandel. Okay, my thoughts on this movie. Alright, I'm gonna start with the plot first. Basically, it's about a story. It takes place in Halloween in a small town. And it focuses on the big sister, a 16-year-old girl named Sarah, and her brother, Sonny, and his friend, Sam. And basically, yeah, Sonny and Sarah's mother is a single parent, basically, like in every other Goosebumps story. They have a neighbor that's just really obsessed with Halloween, and he just decorates a lot of Halloween decorations around his front yard. Like, it's crazy. Alright, the next door neighbor is Mr. Chu, which is being played by Lu Chung, which is, if I'm pronouncing that right, just forgive me if I did not pronounce it right. And basically, Sonny and Sam's job is to clean up junk out of a dirty house that no one's living in. And they basically just went into Stein's old mansion. Actually, if you guys do know, that R.L. Stein actually moves all over the place just to keep the books away from his fans. So they basically just went in the house, cleaned up all the junk, and they basically just found a treasure chest that's hidden inside the fireplace, and they found this empty, like this, not finished manuscript, like that's barely finished. Because basically R.L. Stein basically wrote the book since he was like 16 or something. And the key was right beside it, in the chest. What? Okay, just whatever. So they just unlock the book and there's just nothing until they turn around and then Slappy the dummy appeared out of nowhere in the chest. It just did not get a sign whatsoever. Like, it just came out of nowhere. Slappy just appeared out of nowhere in the chest. Creepy. So anyways, they just got out of the mansion and they just brung Slappy with them. They got bullied by bullies, which is Tommy and his goons. And basically, Slappy basically pulled down his pants, which is weird. Took him home and showed Slappy and showed their sister the dummy that they got. And Sonny just keeps the dummy. And basically, Sonny's really obsessed building the Tesla lab, like trying to like bring it back to life or something, like he's trying to get the building back in business or something, like the owner Tesla, whoever it is, like that owns the Tesla lab, but it's basically abandoned. And and Sonny and Sam basically wrote the magic words on Slappy's card, you know, just always, like in every Night of the Living Dummy episode or story. And basically, Slappy came back to life and told them to keep it a secret. Because basically, he wants to have a family and, yeah, on its own. And just don't get me wrong, the Slappy scenes, all the moments of Slappy were amazing. Slappy act amazing. The CGI is kind of bad, though. But I like that moment when he was playing the PS4 with them. Like, that's pretty cool. And even though, the other thing is about this movie of Sarah's boyfriend, Tyler, and they're trying to get through bad stuff in their relationship. Like, literally the second time since the first movie when Zach and Hannah had their love relationship since the first movie. But now we have to have another one in this movie? Are you kidding me? Please, just don't put in romantic relationships in Goosebumps movies. Just don't. Just stop, okay? It's stupid. So anyways, Sarah went into an adult party for some reason. She's basically too young to go into a party like that. and saw Tyler cheating on her. Ouch. And the other thing is, Slappy and Sunny are trying to keep a secret to themselves with Slappy. And basically they came home and they basically saw Slappy sitting on their mom's lap. And basically their mom is telling nice things out of Slappy's mouth. Like, basically, Slappy's thing is he just wants a family. Like, he just wants to have a family on his own. Whatever. And basically they just broke the promise of their secret and just told it to Sarah, and they're trying to get rid of Slappy, but it did not work. It did not. They tried drowning him, trying to put him back to sleep or whatever, and he basically just still alive, and he's now breaking loose out of town, bringing Halloween decorations to life all across town. He basically just went into a supermarket store called Fred's Pharmacy. That's me. Oh, okay, I'll just stop. And basically, the other thing is Walter is there to keep in watch of the store, which basically the other character I'll talk about later. Walter basically has a crush on their mother, which is, I don't know. Like, the character as Walter, as an adult, like he acts like a family-friendly adult comedy character, adult character. I don't know. Just whatever. Like, he's keeping guard in the store, but basically he did not spot Slappy walking through the doors. Basically, Slappy just went to the Halloween section, like the section of the store where the costumes are, and he just brought them to life, which is pretty cool. I have to admit, like, but it's basically almost the same like the first one. But basically, Slappy's using his dark magic powers to bring him to life, like costumes, which is pretty creative for a Goosebumps story. And the other thing is, there's barely Goosebumps monsters in this movie. You'll be really disappointed if there's not a lot of Goosebumps monsters like in the books. Basically, they just brought back some of the monsters from the first movie, like the gnomes, the snowman, the werewolf. What? Whatever. And they just brought other just random decorations like skeletons, witches, scarecrows, including gummy bears. Gummy bears. Just shut up. I hate gummy bears. And basically, Slappy just brought them to life in this section, and Walter came to check it out, and it's pretty cool that Slappy just turned Walter into an ogre when the ogre mask just flew onto his face, and he just transformed into an ogre, like Shrek. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I basically dislike this character a little bit, Walter the Ogre, but it would have been better if they used the mask as the haunted mask. That would be way better, and the haunted mask will be Slappy's servant. That would be amazing, but no, they had to screw it up and make it into an ogre mask. Why? Like Ari Sandal? Are you kidding me? A ogre mask that turned Walter into an ogre? Oh my god. So anyway, Slappy just went to the Tesla lab with Walter, and they just fixed the lab, and basically just brung the Halloween decorations to life all over town, and hell is breaking loose. Like, basically, the costumes of monsters all over the town is causing havoc around, and Sarah and Sunny and Sam are trying to bring them to something, like get through to the situation. Basically, they call R.L. Stine, so basically he heard their text message, so he basically did, and he just came over, well, just for a cameo, and he put up a few quotes in the movie, a few lines, which is off. And basically, they just went on the internet and seen everything, what happened at the Madison, Delaware since 2015. Since the events of the first movie, which is pretty cool. Basically, okay, they're just they're gonna try to call Stein. They think he's not gonna call them back, so they're just gonna do it on their own. And they basically just went over to Mr. Chu's house, and basically they'll tell him, he's basically just gonna tell them to put it in a disguise of other costumes, and when the kids came out in costumes, when the monsters are seeing them, they're just gonna ignore them, because they think they just think they're other monsters too, other costumes that just came to life, which is pretty stupid. These monsters should be smarter than that. Like, they should be smart. But no, they're stupid. And the other thing is, alright, the kids went towards the Tesla lab, where Slappy and the ogre is at, and they basically just kidnapped their mother and turn her into a dummy, and Slappy's is basically Slappy's mama. So basically, the plot in the Haunted Halloween story is basically Slappy's trying to have a family, like Slappy's basically following his own destiny, like he does. Like, he's following his story. He wants to have he wants to have a mama, he wants to have a family, he wants to bring Halloween to life. And basically, Slappy's not even evil enough in this movie. The acting in Slappy is okay, I guess, but he's not so evil. Like, not evil at all. Like, he's basically just not... He just doesn't give a crap if this is basically not a horror movie. I'll just stop. And basically, the kids showed up and start saving the day, yada yada yada. Sarah just sucked all the costumes and monsters back into the manuscript, and Slappy just flew up into the sky, and the mother and their mother just came back to life, not being a dummy anymore, not being a mama dummy. And basically they just save Walter because basically the masters went out of him, which is pretty crappy. And the CGI in this movie, I'm just gonna have to tell you, is just crap. Like, the CGI is bad, okay? And basically, when the teenagers just fell down from the sky, the bullies, when they got captured by the witches, yeah, they're basically not gonna be bullies anymore. And the other thing is, Stein just came over late, and basically he sees that the kids just save themselves. Because basically he brought the typewriter with him, so since like the last movie, but basically he did not do it. And he just brought up a few stupid jokes, like, what the heck? Like, what the heck? So basically, they just gave him back this manuscript, and he just left the town. So yeah, basically, it's happily ever after. And a few months later, it was Christmas, and basically Walter and basically the mom and Walter are dating now, and basically they're having a good Christmas, and Lu Chung is now putting up lots of Christmas decorations all over his front yard now. And basically, Stein is at his shed in the forest for some reason, and he's bringing up a new manuscript and put him in the shelf, and Slappy just came out of nowhere, and he has the Haunted Halloween book, or a new book, I don't know. He opened it and sucks R.L. Stein into the book. One question. Alright, 1. He's not even made out of ink. 2. How can he even suck into a book? He's not even made... He's a real person. I just do not understand that. Like, why? Like, R.L. Stein is not even made out of ink. Whatever, just screw it. The movie ends with Slappy laughing and the credits rolled. Is this really worth a sequel? Is it? No, it isn't. It isn't. This movie is just crap. Like, R.E. Sandel, are you kidding me? Sony? They're just getting cheap on us. Like, they just do not care about the film franchise of Goosebumps. And fortunately enough, R.L. Stein brings in his true feelings. He wants to have Goosebumps movies to be really scary and less funny. I can't wait what the third movie will be like, if Sony listens, or any other company that's going to take over the charge of the Goosebumps license of the film franchise. I gotta calm down. So anyways, this movie sucks. It's basically the same like the first movie, but terrible, bad. The plot is bland, and the monsters are basically the same like the first one, and the costumes does not count to be as Goosebumps monsters. I give Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween, or Goosebumps 2, a solid 6 out of 10. So yeah, this movie basically sucks. I thought it was going to be great last year, but basically I just seen this movie really late, so forgive me. So anyways, that's the movie review. I'm gonna get rid of this. Just put it on the side. It's not even worth a sequel. So anyways, if you enjoyed this review, like this video, comment this video, and be sure to subscribe for more videos, for more future content on my channel like this coming out really soon. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.